Hi, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. I'm coming to you again today with a second Christmas journal that is in my Etsy shop right now. I've just completed these, and I'm not sure that I'm making any more, but these are certainly two beautiful journals that you should check out in my shop. So I did make this out of lace, and I put an undercoat of cotton fabric. And over here I have different laces and a lace right here at the edge, and then I put a little bit of cardstock just to make it a little bit more firm, and then so that when it comes over it stays like that. So this journal is called Joy, and so there are two. There's Wish and there's Joy. So this one, the journal itself in the size is a 5 by 7 inches journal. It's about a 0.5, like half an inch spine, one signature, and about 60 pages, front and back. And it is out of fabric only. There's no cardboard in it, except for in the front here where I made the pocket. I put a bit of cardstock just to make it a little bit firmer. And it does have a tassel with ribbon and red and green and gold colors that would go with Christmas. And then it has this bauble as well with these different colored beads on it. And at the top I have the fluffy things all over with different colors and eyelash trim and so on. And then this is kind of a, I'm not sure, organza, see-through, something, something of that sort. Anyways, I didn't want to add more color, so I had this and I thought it might be perfect just to have a little bit for closure, but not take away too much from the cover. And then this is the back of it with this beautiful pattern on it, and there's a little bit brownish cotton here, and but I added a lot of color so that really it just blends in really beautifully. So in the very front I have a large journaling tag with the title Joy, and then I put eyelash trim all over, and it looks like Christmas roses here, and lots of layering with different papers and also a bit of sparkle there. So on the back, of course, you can write on it and put your notes. So here's a little bit more lace, and this is the pocket that I was telling you with the different laces on it. And this one has red over here at the edge. So this one has red to go with the white lace here, and that's on the signature cover. And then it has, this one has a rose to match the Christmas rose in the front charm. So as we open this one has a little bit of a checkered undercoating here, also very pretty. And also has a card with a winter scene here and some deer. And then it has the date tokens that you can put on somewhere. So if you start on, December 4th, you can just put 4 here, and you'll know that, on that date it was the 4th, or wherever it is that you might need to put it. So hopefully, I did count them. All the dates are there. I hope, because I don't want to be missing anything. So right on the front here with this designer cardstock here, and then a couple of different journaling cards, and each one is a little bit embellished on the top as well. You can fill this also with whatever Christmas cards or you might have or something. Some ribbon here and a writing spot. I like to have a small writing spot in the front, but for the most part I like to see the design, but still I might want to jot down something, so I usually put something in there. So there's the rose, which we already saw. And then this one, unfortunately, I didn't leave this open. So you can just write over here, but it is a Christmas Noel vintage stamp on here. And it does have a ribbon tab on top and a long, narrow shipping tag. And with red, I tried to use a lot of red because that to me is the main color of Christmas, but golds and greens and so on. So this is from a receipt book, and a little bit of stamping. And then this is a scene from a vintage Christmas book. And on the back, there's a vintage Santa here, and looks like somebody else is cutting out or making a journal page here. So over here is a bit of silver ribbon, and then a tab with some textured ribbons or strings and so on. Here I typed in Mary, or stamped in Mary, and then this pretty belly band has 10 of diamonds for red, and this rooster, this beautiful red topping here, and then a journaling card with some collaging and beautiful eyelash trim. And over here some stenciling and a Santa from a vintage book. And over here a bit of a journaling spot, and looks like Christmas bird's home. Very, very cute. I like birdhouses. I have a couple of them. I don't have a Christmas one. I really should either make one or see if I can find one somewhere to add to my collection. And a bit of writing spot. I think I mentioned that already. And some ribbons. And over here is another belly band and stamping on cotton. Bit of collaging, stamping. And over here is another journaling card and a small journal tag and a Santa that was stamped, and then you can use these things somewhere else in the journal. And this paper was dyed with orange or marmalade orange or something of that sort. Tim Holtz sprays. And over here's a larger tag with some gifts, Christmas gifts, and lots of layering of papers here of different kind, including my own scribbles that I've been using. And then cabbage dyed paper. Over here in this see-through pocket is a little bit of a round tag that you can use wherever, and then a ribbon specimen card, I call it. Now I took off the plastic so that you can actually feel the actual ribbon and the little sparkles on it. I wanted to be able to feel the actual thing. So anyways, a bit of ribbon here, and then over here, this is actually a part of a little notebook here. So you have a couple more pages and some lines as well to write on, and a red petal in the middle. And this is actually a glassine bag. Inside is a stamped wreath, Christmas wreath. And a little bit more collaging here with different papers and ribbon. And on the back as well, Merry Christmas, and may you be merry, may you be gay on this and May Christmas Day. And on the back is also collage here with different ribbons and fabrics and paper, and with this little card here. And then I use this lace just because I like to go like this with it. Lately, I haven't used that in the past really a lot. Sometimes I put in some fabrics, but I never had a large piece of lace. So now I have this thick roll of this lace. So I'm just using it. So I'm just using it as much as I can. Now this is from a vintage book, a little bit of red berries and golden colors. And then over here is a stamp out that I did. And this is a ribbon and the soft tissue paper and a bit of a journal card just from, scrapbook paper. And then I punched out the edges to make it a little bit more lacy. And then here's a song, Santa Claus So Jolly. Yes, he is so jolly. And then in the back, of course, you can write on it. This is a printout that I found in the New York Public Library. So, journaling card with the different colors. And then most of the cards like this are either from New York Public Library or from Graphics Fairy. And then some of the other ones, like this one, I believe, Christie art design. How about that? Over here's a coffee stained doily that looks so pretty on this red. And then a bit of detail over here with some of my leftovers. And here's a journaling tag, one of those long skinny ones with this pretty fabric, or I believe sari scarf. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, I did get it inside. Okay, there we go. And a bit more detail over here, spaces for writing, and I've sewn on this card and then put a tab on the top. And then over here is a pocket with some ribbon. And here I put in these miniature tags to show you that you can insert a photo in here if you have, or a piece of a card or note or whatever it is, in a bit of a tab here as well. So you can use that in that way. And then a little bit more details over here and a ribbon. And we come to the middle of the signature. So this one we have a Santa journaling card with detail on the top, and on each side is the ribbon. And this one also has looks like a red button with some beads, and in the center also have a little bit more beads here. And as well on each one of these I have a red flower with some ribbon and a little bit of bling over here. And on this one is a small folder. It has a couple of cards inside to write in, one more plain and then one with a bit of detail on it, a printed. And then over here is just a plain sheet to write on underneath as well, and a small tag that you can move around just when you're writing, so that you have a bit more space, you can move it around. And I put that this way, a little bit more detail there. And then this is a spot as well if you want to put in a small tag. And then actually like this. So this one fits there just as well. Now this is a little bit of a round circle punch out, and then just a plain little piece of shipping tag, and then I sewed it together, and it just goes on like that, and it stays. So on one side you see this decoration, on the other side you see this one. So anyhow, more space to write here. And on the back is belly band from this beautiful red and very sparkly ribbon. And then you can always write on the underneath as well. And then we have the ribbon sampler with some different ribbons over here. They're a little bit different from the other journal, so each one has its own, but there's a couple that are the same. So in case you need to decorate this journal or another journal that you have and you're missing some lace, then you can always get it from here. Now over here we have happiness, joy. So this is the joy journal, and so you have joy in here as well, bliss and laugh. So you can put that somewhere else if you wish, and then a little bit of a button decoration here. And inside as well is a see-through pocket with another tag here. A bit of a Santa here and a tab on top. And I like to use two different ribbons as much as I can. Just gives me more texture and so on. So this is a writing spot here, and in the back a little bit more of the long tag and details here. The other side of the doily, just so pretty against the red here. And the other side also the Christmas tree. So another song over here on this side, and a space for writing. I try to leave some pages completely for writing in case you have a lot to say, but for the most part it's pretty full. So probably more for a person who just wants to keep some things and write some quick notes into this. Now over here is also a little folder, and as you open it you can write inside, and it has ribbon on each side. And then this is a shipping tag, but I left it like this. You can also cut it if you wish to make two of them, but I left it like this for a bit of a decoration like that. So that one goes in here, and then I also cut out over here, and the flip over, lace flip over, and a little bit more of the journal cards that I sewn right on, and then some collaging here, and a coffee stained index card. I just like the feel of it, really. And I put a red piece of wool on it. And so everything's pretty well decorated that you can see. But there's still a few things you can always do on your own. And then a bit of shiny collaging here. And this red petal actually, it left a mark here, and it's just, actually I like it the way it did that. I'm wondering whether how I can do more, because I do have a couple more petals like this, so I'll see if I can get more stamps out of that. And this is the other side of the little notebook here, and then the side, back side of it. And then here we have two of these. We have one that is just a plain little round tag, and then this one with this very shiny ribbon sample, and then you can feel on the other side it's smooth, and on this side you can feel the sparkles. So that's like a specimen card of your Christmas ribbon. And some stamping here. This one is a cluster. I didn't put it on the tag, so you might want to put it somewhere else or do something else with it. This one is of a pretty pink wrapped present, and over here you have eyelash trim and a whole lot of collaging with paper, including my own scribbles, and a belly band here with the stamp on the cotton, collaging there, a bit more writing space, coffee dye paper, and stamping here. This is the other side of the vintage Christmas book, and then a bit of a writing spot, and that's the other side of Santa, and he's got toys hanging from his belt, it looks like. Probably just had it made. And then from Santa's workshop. And over here some stenciling, and in the back is another belly band. It's all fabric and ribbon. And here is a long tag and a short one as well, which one I cut out here and put purple ribbon, or purple, I think it's just fabric underneath. And over here we have a tab with more texture on it. And this one says a Christmas album, so you might want to read about it or just put a picture or a Christmas card on there. And this is from a vintage book again. And just a red candle, and this beautiful flower. I'm not sure that's an amaryllis, because I believe amaryllis maybe blooms later on in the year, like in the new year, like March or something. But it could be a lily, I'm not sure. Anyways, more stamping, receipt book, one more here, long tag in the see-through pocket, and some ribbon. And this one, oh, so pretty. I wish I had scanned it before I sewn over it. But a beautiful vintage stamp over here, U.S. postage, November, Kansas City, it says. And then I added a stamp to this because this was by itself, so I did add a vintage stamp to that, and it's a tuck spot, perfect for this beautiful Christmas card. And you know, you could mail it perhaps if you have someone to mail it to, or just keep it in here and write your notes in it. And so a little bit more of the ribbon over here, and a name over here. I think maybe I'm supposed to put my name on the other one. I haven't put it yet. But sometimes, you know, you don't know where you got this journal from. And a couple more journal cards. Each one has a bit of red on it. And last here but not least, an envelope with some collaging. And then a large journal tag, the same size as the one in the front, with this so cute little bunny dressed in his Christmas outfit. And it's got some fabric and lace and so on, and lots of sewing around and paper collaging and so on. Of course, in the back, you can write on it. So that's ready for you in the back. So that is the end of Joy Christmas Junk Journal, and it's in my shop right now, so if you want to go check it out, I would appreciate it. And although usually by the time I process the video, which I have quite a few of to go through, well, the journal is already sold, so. But you never know. Sometimes, you know, things perhaps wait around a little bit for you. Who knows? Anyways, so this will go into this gift bag, and I appreciate you coming by to check out Joy Christmas Journal. Again, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. Take care. Bye-bye.